This is Bobby, back at you with another video from Deluxe Productions, where we deal with everything music, photo, video related. We got the Boss SY-1 synthesizer pedal. I actually had to wait on this for 3 weeks. It was sold out at Sweetwater. I got put on the waiting list and finally got it. I'm going to open this thing up, show you what it's all about, and go on from there. We'll talk a little bit about it. I play in an acoustic duo mostly. When you're playing 2 or 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a week, and you have to cover 3 to 4 hours a night, you have to be able to fill time. And if you're playing lead guitar, I mean, sometimes that means, especially if you're improvising, sometimes that means that you have to use any resources available to you to be able to fill that time and make everything sound tasteful. And you, after playing for so long, you do learn a ton of different feels and licks and things to fill up time, but it always helps to have an effect because you can play the same lick 3 times and you can make it sound different and make it sound good every time. So we're going to unbox this pedal real quick and we'll let you see what it looks like and let you decide if you want to buy one yourself. I got this from Sweetwater. My representative is Nick Thomas, one of my favorite musicians from the Fayetteville area. All right, so here we go. We're gonna get started opening this thing. First of all, Sweetwater box, normal Sweetwater. The regular old packaging. And yes, the box was already open because as soon as a Sweetwater box comes, my daughter opens it and takes the candy out of it. So she opened it, I didn't take the pedal out. So you got your standard bowl wrap. We're gonna get rid of all this stuff. You got your Sweetwater literature as usual, and got the pedal itself here. It comes in a plastic bag as every other pedal does. Plenty of paperwork, which obviously I'll never read. And let's see here. Put this box nice back and tidy right here. Right. You know, it feels very heavy, feels very well made, as all Boss pedals do. There it is. One thing that really sold me on the pedal is that on the back of it, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a switch where you can switch back and forth between bass and guitar. I don't know if it's common or not, but I play bass as well. Bass is actually my first instrument. And if I decide I want to use it with my bass, I can always do that. So another shot of it. Let's get you guys a little close up, see what you think of that. Nice blue. Oh, will it focus? There we go. So, it's your standard Boss pedal. You can use it with a 9-volt battery. You can use it with a Boss adapter. It's got several effects: bass, string, pad, lead. You can do different variations. You know, all the wet, dry, signal, send, all the basic stuff. It's you can run it stereo. You can run an expression pedal. It's got a standard 1/4 inch input. It's your standard Boss pedal format. You know these things are indestructible. I love Boss pedals. I love Boss, MXR, both. I use them both on my board. The reason that I bought the Boss is because I use the Canyon pedal already, and a Canyon pedal, if you're not familiar with it, it's just a delay, has several effects on it, and you can loop with it. It's not the best looper, but it's a good pedal. It sounds great, very musical, but the power draw on the Canyon is very high. It's I think it's 200 milliamp or something. It's very close to that. It's double or triple what a normal Boss pedal would take, which is usually 75. Let's see what this one is. I think it's 75 milliamp, but it's less than 100. But the thing is, when you have a pedal board and you have 10 or 12 effects, and I still use the MXR mini power supply, mini ISO power brick. But when you have so many pedals on a board, you only have so much power you can draw, and for that Canyon to take up as much power as 3 pedals, well, it's not that big a deal, but it don't always work correctly because I don't feel like it gets enough power. And even if it does get enough power, a lot of people complain that unless you're using the power adapter that came with it, then it just doesn't sound right. And the problem is when you use a pedal board and you have a power adapter, well, you're trying to eliminate having 14 plugins for a power board, and you only want to have one plug-in. All right, well, here it is. Here's the quick unboxing and the quick look of the Boss SY-1. Contact Nick Thomas today at Sweetwater and get yourself one.